What's going on, Motor City Sports Talk? We back with some Detroit Pistons, trying to squeeze in another video before it turns into Wednesday, and talking about hot head coaching candidate Jerry Stackhouse. You might have seen him on NBA TV. You know, he played with the Pistons. You know, he played with the Tar Heels before that. You know, Philly. He's been around the block a few times, but you know, he's a rising coaching candidate from the G League. He's took the Toronto G League affiliate team to the championship back-to-back years, I believe, and he's won it once. So, you know, the G League is not just developing talent on the floor, it's developing coaches as well. And Jerry Stackhouse is looking to be a shining star or a rising star in the G League, and he's getting serious consideration for coaching jobs. He's interviewed with Orlando and I think a few other destinations. So, you know, my question is, if he has the right stuff to be the next rising, you know, stars as a young coach, do we consider it? You know, do you consider Jerry Stackhouse? I understand that we have to get our front office in order first, and I know it's like bringing old Pistons back and stuff of that nature. I just think that's what you should do, man. You know, if it's Chauncey, he gonna have some guys that he like. He gonna have some guys that he don't like. You know, that the Pistons probably gonna want him to interview. But, you know, my dream scenario is a Piston running the front office, maybe Chauncey. You know, understand Joe D had his time here, and he's not gonna be a candidate. Maybe Bill Laimbeer in the front office. Anybody, you know, of substance, Larry Brown, to assist Chauncey Billups or to assist another guy, Brent Barry. I'm cool with him. He got a good lineage and good genes from Brent Barry, and his brother John Barry was an okay player that played with the Pistons as well. I just want that Detroit feel. You know, I want that Detroit feel from the front office, at least, and to the head coaching, because they know what it is, man. They know the city. They know we blue collar. We want to play defense. We want to be dirty. We want to grind it out. We want a team that's going to match our city right now, and it's still a blue collar town, you know. And Jerry Stackhouse understands that. You know, his culture philosophy, I'm not too deep into it, but I know he's winning at the G League level. You know, and I know he's winning enough and he's developing talent enough where he's getting head coaching interviews. You know how hard it was for Patrick Ewing to get a head coach interview in the NBA and for them to get him a shot? He just went on in Georgetown because he couldn't get that shot. You know, not to bring race in it, it's hard for a lot of African American or black coaches to get chances and to get another chance. You know, it's hard to get that chance. Alvin Gentry, who's coaching the Pelicans, for our listeners that's young, he used to coach the Pistons. It took him almost, 20 years to get another shot as a head coaching candidate to build himself back up. So I understand that Jerry wants the right opportunity, in the right situation, and I think it might be here. If they get somebody in the front office, like I said, I don't know who else is out there and whose reputation is superb, but if they get somebody in the front office and they can trust whatever young coach they bring in, may it be Jerry Stackhouse, may it be Frank Vogel, may it be Jeff Hornacek, may it be Bill Laimbeer, I mean, whoever's out there. You know, Mike Budenholzer from Atlanta, I think he's an excellent coach. But I think you need a young coach that can imprint and is going to be allowed to play his young talent and develop his young talent. That's been an issue in Detroit for years. Being able to let young talent play and develop. Spencer Dinwiddie, he developed in Brooklyn. He started and put some good numbers up this year. Chris Middleton, he developed in here pretty much, but didn't really get to play till he got Milwaukee. Now he's on the cusp of being an all-star at some point if he keeps developing and routing his game out. You had Aaron Aflalo, who rode the bench and had a good career a little bit when he left here. You had Tayshaun Prince, who rode the bench when he get pulled out the deep freeze until they was down 3-1 to Orlando Magic. I mean, the list can go on and on. And I think that hurts a rookie knowing, like, man, I ain't even going to play, man. I ain't good enough to play. Let him play. Especially at this point where the Pistons are piss poor. But, like I said, I don't know a whole bunch about Jerry Stack. I just know he's a hot coaching candidate. If you know a little bit more, I'll do a little bit more research on him, what he done in the G League and what players he developed. I know he was with the Toronto Raptors affiliate. And, you know, but he's winning and he's getting interviews. So he's doing something right as a coach, and maybe he's one of those guys that can produce on the floor and can produce from the bench. And if that's the case, that's something serious to consider Jerry Stackhouse as a head coaching candidate. Man, if he got that superb mind and he that young innovative coach, I go ahead and sign him. If I feel that way, and I want that GM first, but you never know. You never know. I was reading an article today where it says Stan Van Gundy chose the Pistons job over the Warriors job. He probably would have fucked the Warriors up though. But if I want young and innovative for the head coach. Inexperienced, I don't care. If you're young and innovative, you got a plan. You plan on doing some things conventional or unconventional to get your point across and it work. We need a young coach that can grow with this young team and this new GM. And usher in a new era for Detroit basketball that could be a long reign, not just a short spurt and going back to being terrible. We need a system in play like the San Antonio Spurs, a plug-and-play system, a young, innovative coach that want to be here, that's going to be enthusiastic, that's going to really feed our players the knowledge to be successful. So let me know what y'all think, and if y'all got any other head coaching candidates, y'all know what we out.